Now, how are you doing, everyone? Yes, we are free from that raised bed. Yes. Well, to be honest, first off, today's show, it's going to be like a show and tell. Do you know what I mean? I've got lots of little things, and I thought, this is, like a little update, what's happening, what's going on, what I'm doing, because I've been sowing as well. But, again, and I could only kind of get, it's now that I'm feeling, my head's come up from the surface, because I had this kind of, that bed looming over us, and I couldn't think about starting sowing seeds or just getting motivated. This thing was like, for me now, massive, monumental, but I've done it, I've finished it. And yesterday, I put away the tools to forget about it. Then I read your comments. Oh, Tony, you can't leave that other big bed. That colour, you'll have to get that painted. My OCD is going to go mad with that. How many comments I had with that? Emails, do you know what I mean? You can't leave it like that, Tony, that big bed next to it. It needs a lick of paint. So I went up today and I did this. I was bloody giving it a lick of paint in my bloody jeans. If I get splashed, she'll go mad. She'll go bloody mad. So, it's put to bed now. I'm not, if you say anything else, I'm not doing it. That bed's finished. It's ready to go. So, the reason though is, as well, I'm planting potatoes. So I've got my potatoes. Now I showed these on, if you're not a member of the Potty Mouth Garden Club channel, there, join that. These are my potatoes for that bed, or for the two beds. Maris Piper main crop. I got these from Grown Local. Get your potatoes there now. To be honest, they're lovely. They're lovely. They're not like kind of soft. Sometimes you kind of see them in the soft, so they're a nice. I'm chuffed to bits with them, to be honest. I'm going to use all them on both them beds. I'm just putting potatoes in this time. So I've put the manure on. I'll probably do a little bit of like potato fertilizer as well, if I can get my hands on some. So that's the bed, them two beds there, and like I say, finished. Now, we've got friends in Penrith, and I just wanted to give a little shout out because they've got something that's very close to my heart. The Toffee shop. Has anyone been to the Toffee shop in Penrith? Now, I don't know why I'm holding this box, because it's nearly empty. Yes, I like toffee and I like fudge. And like I say, our friends make it now. They've got the Toffee shop, and this goes to the Queen as well. You know what I mean? It goes to Fontaine Mason and Fortnum and Mason. It's all over. So let us know if you've had some toffee from the Toffee shop, and I'll put a link to the website to get some. It's Valentine's Day coming up. Little box of toffee for your partner. Do you know what I mean? That would be fantastic. So they do all sorts, but they've just started, which I think is I should have had it for that bed. They do like waterproof packing. So if you're up kind of, like in the fells, or up, like Scarfell Pike, or in an allotment, and you just need a bit of energy. They've got like a waterproof packing one there now of fudge. Fudge, it's my downfall. Man, it gives us such a sugar rush, but it's so nice, man. And the toffee, the bloody hell, it's ridiculous how much I bet, to be honest. Like I say, that box is empty nearly. So, what else then? I grew, and I'll get to what I've sown in there, now, but I grew last year the tomatoes. I brought them all on, the chilies. Then in that little greenhouse, I had salad. Now I kept the pots, which I grew the salad in, had clover compost. So I've got spent clover compost. Now Ian, again, kindly sent us down some shallots. So what I'm intending to do is grow down here shallots. So again, there's a link from Ian's Grown Local there to kind of, if you haven't got your onions, you haven't got your shallots. I've got, get the glasses on, two lots he sent us. I've got Yellow Moon, which I don't want to kind of rip the bag too much. There's a Yellow Moon shallot. And I've got, what's the other one? A Bistro, can you see that there as well? So they're in the box. So I think this is a Bistro one. I don't want to kind of mix them up, to be honest, if I'm careful. So shallots are going to be grown out here. Now remember me let pot. the kind of hydroponics growing thing. Well, I planted some rocket in there. Have a look at this. Yes, this is now, there was about 3 didn't germinate, and I think it's been about a month there now, but it's just, I have not done a thing with that. I've got it on a timer, comes on, goes off, that's it. Do you mean I'm going to do some, basil? That's my kind of thing I'm going to bring on. Now, I don't know if I can kind of grow it, then take it out and replant it somewhere. I don't know if you've got to kind of keep it in there. It's just a learning curve for us. But yes, it's working. I'm growing something. So let's go out and I'll show you what I'm doing out here. Right, first up, let's just show you this, because this is vitally important. This is, I'll just turn you around there, my seed mix, my compost mix, should I say. Now, as you know, with that garden, I'm very particular with me measuring and me weights and everything like that, me levels. Do you know what I mean? It's beyond, you know, it's a problem that I have, you know what I mean? So this is me mix that I've got for me seedlings that I'm just like, and I'll show you them what I've kind of done there now. So you have to write this down. There's 3 ingredients in here. In weight, I've got of compost, clover. I've got perlite. Now I've got about of perlite in there. Now, vermiculite, you've got to be very careful with vermiculite. I've got something like that of vermiculite, and I've mixed it all together in there, and that is, as you can see there, me mix. Now that's what I've used in here. So I'll just show you what I've got going on in here. First off, remember I had onions at the garden that I kind of didn't get sown, they were just in little pots. Well, I've repotted them here. Let's just get in here nice. Oh, it's lovely and warm. So some are looking all right and some are not looking so good, but I put them in clover. I've took them out because I had them in little kind of green trays like that, and they've just stood over winter. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? But I've actually had them out. I sowed them outside, but I brought them into this little warm environment. Now, just speaking of it, warm environment, I've got a thermostat on that plug, which is connected to that heater there, and that's the actual temperature monitor there. Now, at the moment, I've got it set. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I've got it set to 15. So the overall temperature in here is around about, well, it's actually warmer because of these 15 degrees. It'll not get lower than that. At this moment, I've got the heat mat on and this table, this tray. Now that's giving us about 29 to 30 degrees right here on this root hobby mat, which is, I'm hoping, perfect for these chilies. Now I've done about an hour ago, and you can see they're just becoming like the little greenhouses. I've got all the little lids just closed there for the time being. So I've got Ring of Fire that I did last year. I've got jalapeno, and I've got the new one is cayenne, so I'm growing that. I've got no hot ones. I haven't got a hot one. I'm not bothered about a hot one, but I have got a sweet pepper. Marconi, oh, I have to take my little lid off of it. Rosso, Marconi Rosso. I got that one from Ian from Grown Local, but the rest I got from Chili Chump. Now I also put in there as well, if you watch the potty mouth, Jesse mentioned these aubergines called White Knight. These are a White Knight F1s. Now these are like a long, thin, white looking aubergine. Jess said they were prolific, so that kind of caught me little attention there. And I thought, right, I'm going to do them this year instead of the normal black one. If I come across some, I might sow them. But you've kind of got to be sowing them there now. I know JB's a little bit later. You know, he's in Japan. He's going to be sowing his things a little bit later. But yes, that is the seeds there now. And I've also got, this is just some, because we've just had it, we've just been eating it, some more celeriac. Now I've deliberately put this to the edge so it's not getting too hot. Chilies are fine with that temperature. let's just hope, you know what I mean. The celeriac, I've just got it like a little bit cooler down there as well, so hopefully that'll keep everything going. I switched this on, this whole, I'll just shut it, you know, I'm a bit paranoid. I switched it on about a day and a half ago, and oh, that's the thing I'll mention as well, so I'm opening it again. Right, I'm going with the pencil again. I've had this set of trays, this pencil, and where is it? I give it a good sharpen today. I'm doing a 6B, if anyone's interested, with the labelling. I'm just going to stick with pencil this year. I got my little printer last year, but it did fade. And you just end up not knowing what the hell you're doing. So up to now, the pencil, graphite pencil, a nice thick one, seems to last. So that's what I've done there. Yes, I know handwriting's terrible. 5th of February. Now what I will do as well, and I mentioned this a few times, is I know it's definitely on it is on the iPhone. It's called Journal. It's made by Apple. I will take like photographs and start cataloguing now and keeping like a diary of what I'm doing. So hopefully I can just look back and not forget anything. And I think that's, for me personally, that's the best way. You know, just take a photograph, I click it on. I mean, I'm sure if you've got an Android phone, there'll be in the Google Play Store, there'll be some sort of journaling app. That's what I'm using to kind of keep a record. And now that was brilliant for last year, because I did it last year as well, and I know exactly when I planted my sweet potatoes, when I did all this. So I put that there for safekeeping. So that's it. I'm kind of ready. Oh, I've got one more thing to show and tell. A new rake head. Now, the reason is, well, the story is that I've had that allotment up there for about, honestly, it's come up nearly 30 years. Ellie was about 1 or 2, and I remember taking her up there. You know, there was a built greenhouse there, it had a stove in it and everything. There's been a tool in the hut. The hut's not, you know, the hut's newish, but there's been a tool, the rake on that site has been there since I took her over, do you know what I mean? It was fine for no dig, just tickling it over nice and smooth. You'll have seen us use it. But now when I'm digging here, there's clots coming, you know what I mean, there's things like that. I wanted a good strong rake to kind of get in there. Now I've got the kind of Wolf Garden, you know, the attach. I've got different varieties of it, you know, like the different brooms, different attachments. So I went with that. Now I still haven't, I'll see if I can just show you 1 second. I still haven't, it's a right mess, sorted that back garden out. Do you know what I mean, when it's like the storms? So what I want to do is scarify all that. Do you know, I'm actually going to burn that table up there. It's like, we were trying to keep it. That was my old Pottymouth Garden Club. I've been trying to cover it, it keeps getting blown off. But anyways, there's loads of mess on there, and I'm going to scarify that lawn and try and reseed it. Okay, each year. Oh, look as well, there's another little quick show and tell. That's all that wood that's left from the, you know, the bed that collapsed, and I cut it all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits of wood. Look after yourself, take good care.